Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of Fast Break Bets presented by BettingPros. You know me, you know the voice, you know the guys. Me, really real, feeling real. Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. How Hannibal say it? How Hannibal say it? I love it when a plan comes together. Love it when a plan comes together. Oh, it was a perfect day on a Friday. And we were able to go get it done. Look at that. I mean, well, it wasn't Friday, it was Monday. I don't know why I said Friday. On a Monday. Look at that. 4-0. 3 plays in one game. And it didn't matter. We were still able to go out there and get the W. Really, really, really happy about this team's effort and going out there and being able to secure not only a win, but a cover. And not only a cover for the Los Angeles Lakers, but also a cover of the worst number. I got the worst number. Nobody else had 5 for the rest of the day. I was the only person with 5. Everybody else had 4, 3.5. Doesn't even matter. The Lakers win by 6. Free throws at the end. Oh, talk about a sweat. I mean, talk about a sweat. Amazing. Amazing. Game flies under. That was nowhere near a sweat. Jabari Smith Jr. had, I forgot what he finished with. I know he had 13 at one point, and when he had 13, I put that W down on the sheet. Didn't matter what he had after that. All I know is he got over that 10.5, and that's all I cared about. But as soon as he hit that 3 and it put him at 13, I put that on the sheet. Went ahead, put that W on the sheet. And then Jordan Poole, I mean, you could have blinked and Jordan Poole went over 16.5 points and assists in that game. This was a first half cash for Jordan Poole. Very, very good day. Very good day. Very much excited. Wait, what's going on there? Why is that not? Hold on 1 second. Why? Oh, I don't know why am I so small? There we go. Made me big again. YouTube.com/bettingpros to see what technology debacle I had going on here for a second. I was tripping out. All right. As I was saying, very, very good stuff here for what we did on Monday. You know, when I was in the Air Force, I had a boss. Didn't necessarily, well, I'm not going to say I didn't not like him. He was cool at times. He was also very annoying. And so I say all this to say, he would say a lot of things to me and they would go in one ear and out the other. But there was one time that he said, because I was sitting there and we did something, and he was like, "Man, like if we're gonna take a lot of the blame when things go wrong, you best believe we're gonna take some of the credit when things go right." And I always remembered that, and I have no idea why I remembered that. And it rings true even right now. I'm one more time for the sweep drop. Very good. Very, very good. That Rockets Lakers game went to perfection. Perfection. Exactly how I drew it up. All right. Enough of that. Now let's get into. I have 2 plays for you here on Tuesday. I don't have a player prop. I didn't like anything on the board at the time of recording. So I'll drop one later. I have 2 plays for you though. Before we get to that, gotta go ahead and do my monthly rendition of who won the Dominique Wilkins Atlanta Hawks jersey. So, if you've been here before, please entertain me. Play along. Drum roll, please. Please. All right, it's not fun when everybody like doesn't fake drum roll. Like I appreciate when the people like, oh, okay, you know what? How many of you actually drum roll? I'm very curious. Please drop it in the comment section. youtube.com/bettingpros. Drop it in the Fast Break Bets comment section. I'm very curious how many people actually drumroll when I say this, or do you just wait for me to end up stop talking so I can get on and announce the winner so I can get on and get with the picks? Or are you C and you just skip this whole part in general and you have no idea what I'm talking about? In fact, you're not even listening to me right now because you've skipped all the way to the end to go check out the picks. So I'm very, very curious where how many people kind of relay on the spectrum here, because I really do be pausing for this drum roll thinking that, hey, somebody out there is drum rolling when they're listening to it and they're buying into the bit. Enough of that. I've done talking your head off for enough. Here is the winner of the Dominique Wilkins jersey. It is Gold Medal Goat Nation. Shout out to at Gold Medal Goat Nation. Make sure you send an email over there to mailbag@fantasypros.com with proof of your subscription to Betting Pros YouTube channel and your mailing address, and they will ship out your Dominique Wilkins jersey. Very much congratulations. Congratulations. Very much congratulations to Gold Medal Goat Nation. Make sure that you send over that stuff and your address so that you can go ahead and get your jersey. Now, it is time to let you know. I think this next jersey is a really, really cool one. I really think I really, really do. Okay. The next jersey that we are giving away, a Robert Horry signed Lakers jersey. Lakers. This is Robert Horry with the Lakers. Lakers jersey. A Robert Horry signed Lakers jersey. That's really like, is that not cool? I think that's kind of cool. Like, that's a neat jersey. Like, I mean, Dominique Wilkins, Sean Kemp, like we had some good players, but like Robert Horry won championships everywhere he went. Everywhere he went, he won championships. And so, like, you got a Robert Horry jersey. Like, that's really cool. So, all right, shout out to Robert Horry. He's out here. Make sure you subscribe to Betting Pros. Make sure you comment under Fast Break Bets, and you will have an entry into that contest. Very, very good chance for you to go win this Robert Horry jersey. Shout out to our friends over there at pristineauction.com as well, where we get all of these jerseys from. So very much shout out to Pristine Auction there. There's your contest for this month. All right. 2 plays for you as I wrap up this episode of Fast Break Bets. The first play is going to be, let's start with the Atlanta Hawks game. The Atlanta Hawks are welcoming the Portland Trailblazers. Hawks are laying, this line moved. The Hawks are currently laying 5.5. 238 is the total. So how I feel about this game, I think that the Atlanta Hawks, while they're riding high right now, and I understand that they are in their last 5 games 4-1 against the spread, I think Portland is still better. I think Portland can hit another mode defensively. Portland's played pretty well on the road. I think Portland has a lot to play for in general. I mean, I know Atlanta has a lot to play for, but Portland is trying to play catch up. And I've been having fun betting this Portland team. They've been dogs every single night. They've been stealing games left and right. And I think this Atlanta game, for an Atlanta Hawks team who is allowing teams to score 120 points in their last 3 games, really in their last 5 games, allowing teams to score north of 120 points. I don't really want to trust them laying points at all. However, Portland hasn't been good. 1-4 ATS. And they've been more competitive in a lot of those games and kind of blown it at the end there. And that's where I kind of get I don't know how I feel about Portland. So, here's how I decided to play it. I said, let me take Portland team total over 116.5. You look here, the Atlanta Hawks have allowed teams to go over that in their last 4 straight games. So really, really bad defense currently from there. Portland's been pretty solid scoring the basketball, especially on the road here. I think that you got another spot here where you have the Atlanta Hawks, who are on the first leg of a back-to-back here. And so you look at the numbers here, the Hawks on the first leg of a back-to-back have typically gone over in the games. 8 of the last 14, they've gone over 8-6 to the numbers. So I think that see a little bit of a faster tempo here. I can see this Hawks team getting out, whether they have the offense to compete because I do think that there's a defensive mode that Portland's able to hit that can really, really mess with the Hawks. But I just think that this is going to be a back and forth, up and down game where the Hawks are going to dictate the pace. And because the Hawks are going to dictate the pace, I think that Portland's going to be able to take advantage of a lot of things in transition for this team. So I'm really good here backing the Atlanta, not the Atlanta, but backing the Portland Trailblazers here. You look at the last, we'll see here. Where are we at? Where are we at? There we go. So you have the last few games here, the Atlanta Hawks, last 5 home games. They've gone over 3 of the last 5 home games they played in. So really good numbers there. I'm backing the Atlanta Hawks here. I think the Atlanta Hawks have what it takes to get done. They haven't been good in defending anything, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, any number you show is about red for the Atlanta Hawks right now. So I'm going to fade the Atlanta Hawks here. I think that the Portland Trailblazers at the very least will do their end of scoring. Now, if they get the win, get the cover, I don't know, but maybe they get to 119 and maybe there's a situation where Atlanta just scored 127. Like that's something I don't want to happen. So I'll take Portland team total over here. All right. Play number 2 is going to be in the Bucks and the Suns game. We are going with the Bucks and the Suns to go over 225.5 for the game. This has been really good in the last 5 games for honestly both of these two teams. Both of these two teams have looked horrible in the last 5 games. Suns are giving up 124 points per game, and that's a lot more skewed because they just gave up 140 something to this Rockets. But they've been really, really bad away. They've been really, really bad overall. They had that little stretch where they were playing good defense, and now it looks like that's turned off again. So I'm really happy to be fading the Suns again. The Bucks have not been good at home at all. They haven't been good in the last 5 games, honestly, to the number. 3-2 in the last 5 games to the over. They're giving up 121 points per game. You look at what they're doing at home in the last 5 games, and it's been bad. 4 of their last 5 games have gone over. All 4 games that they were a home favorite, all 4 of those games went over. The Suns in their last 5 road games are 4-1 to the total. So the Suns are bad on the road defensively right now. Points per game average goes even up more, up to 124 for the Suns on the road in the last 5, up to 122 for the Bucks. It's been really bad on both sides of the ball here, and I think this in a game that is a rematch of the NBA Finals where Giannis claimed his first championship. I think we see a lot of points here. So give me the over. 225.5. And for the second play, so there, yep, that's what we're doing. Suns Bucks over 225.5 and Blazers team total over 116.5. Those are the 2 plays I have for you. I'll drop a player prop on social later on in the day, so make sure you go check that out. All right. Yeah, that's it. At @reallyreal__. Give me a follow at BettingPros on X and TikTok, at BettingPros NFL on Instagram and YouTube.com/BettingPros. Where remember, drop that comment. Go ahead and drop a comment because you have a chance to win. Really cool. Robert Horry signed Lakers jersey. Very, very cool jersey that you have a chance to win. Subscribe to Betting Pros YouTube channel, comment on the video, and you'll have a chance to win that jersey. Very good stuff coming off of a sweep of a day. Very good stuff. Hoping that we can make it 2 in a row, but we'll see. We've been it's not a bunch of winning days in a row because we had that Friday where I was 0-3, but we made up for that over the course of the weekend and then definitely on that Monday. So it's been a lot of winning recently. Not, and yes, this is wood, by the way. Yeah, very superstitious. I'm not talking about that anymore. Anything? I have nothing else to say. Nothing else. No other way of ending the podcast. Just gonna like this. We are. Please don't jinx anything. Out of here.